We are Vietnamese. We are proud of our ancestors because of. The descendants of the dragon and the fairy is one of the foundational origin myths of the Vietnamese people. Passed down through generations, it symbolizes the spiritual roots, cultural identity, and national pride of Vietnam. Long ago, in the prehistoric age of the land that would later become Vietnam, the world was still in a state of wild nature. Forests stretched across mountains, rivers cut through valleys, and humans lived closely with the natural environment. At that time, a sacred being emerged, Lac Long Quan, the Dragon King, a descendant of the water deities of the Eastern Sea. Legends describe him as tall, strong, possessing divine powers, and blessed with abilities far beyond ordinary humans. He protected the people, exterminated monsters, taught them how to cultivate crops, fish, and survive in nature. Meanwhile, in the highlands of the northern mountains, there lived a celestial maiden named O Ko, belonging to the lineage of fairies. She possessed an ethereal beauty and a kind heart, embodying the grace of her immortal ancestry. One auspicious day, the Dragon Lord and the Fairy Maiden met. Their love blossomed, the union of sea and mountain, of water and wind, of earth and sky. They became husband and wife, establishing the symbolic origin of the Vietnamese lineage. Not long after, O Ko gave birth to a sacred sack containing 100 eggs, which hatched into 100 children, beautiful, strong, intelligent. This miraculous birth became the holy emblem of common ancestry, an entire people descending from a single origin. Time passed. The Lac Long Quan and O Ko deeply loved each other. Their nature and origins were fundamentally different. Lac Long Quan belonged to the realm of the ocean, beneath the waves, while O Ko belonged to the mountains, above the clouds. The Dragon King said with sorrow, "I am of the dragon lineage, destined for life in the waters. You are of fairy blood, inclined to live in the mountains. We cannot be together forever." Though heartbroken, O Ko understood and accepted this universal truth. And so, they divided their children. 50 children followed Lac Long Quan to the sea. 50 children followed O Ko to the mountains. Among them, one son became King Hung, the founding ruler of the state of Van Lang, the first recognized political kingdom of the Vietnamese people. The other children spread across the land, settling regions, founding villages, and shaping the earliest communities. From them, the ethnic and cultural branches of the Vietnamese nation emerged. This is why Vietnamese people proudly declare themselves Con Rong Chau Tien, the descendants of the dragon and the fairy. To O Ko's 100-egg sack. 2. Harmony with nature. Lac Long Quan represents the power of the sea. O Ko represents the serenity of the mountains. This reflects the ecological duality of Vietnam, coastal plains and mountain ranges, forming the homeland of the Vietnamese. 3. Foundation of the Hung King's tradition. From the 100 children emerged the first Hung King who established Van Lang, the earliest known Vietnamese state. This is the origin of the Hung King's worship tradition, now recognized by UNESCO as an intangible cultural heritage of humanity. 4. Enduring national pride. The Vietnamese believe their ancestors are sacred and noble. This fuels patriotism, resilience, unity, and the capacity to overcome historical hardships. The descendants of the dragon and the fairy belongs to the cycle of myths of the Hongbong era, alongside tales of Lac Long Quan defeating Gu Tin, the sea monster, Ho Tin, the fox spirit, and Moc Tin, the tree demon. These stories reveal an early society battling nature and surviving its dangers. Lac Long Quan is not only the father of the Vietnamese, he is the first teacher. He teaches fishing, rice cultivation, salt extraction, and village formation. Oko embodies fertility, maternal love, compassion, and communal harmony. A spirit that endures. The myth has seeped into Vietnamese culture through poems, proverbs such as Bao Oi Thuong Le Bi Kung, Tai Rang Kok Jong and Hung Chung Amoti John. Gourd or pumpkin, though different in kind, share the same trellis. The ancestral festival on the 10th day of the 3rd lunar month. Parents telling children, "You are a descendant of the dragon and the fairy." The enduring word Dong Bao, people of the same womb. All affirm unity, shared origin, and mutual affection. Conclusion. The descendants of the dragon and the fairy is not merely a legend, it is a declaration of Vietnamese origin and spirit. It asserts that all Vietnamese, regardless of region, background, or dialect, are branches of the same ancient lineage. Whether on the plains or in the mountains, living in Vietnam or abroad, speaking northern, central, or southern accents, the Vietnamese remain one people, sharing the same sacred ancestry. That is the eternal meaning of Con Rong Chao Tien, the children of the dragon and fairy.